Conflict. Conflict is the essence of any character-driven narrative, whether it's a character against another character, against nature, or against himself. Conflict is what drives your story. And you'll all need to use this idea of conflict in your screenplays, which are due next week, people. So, draw on what you know about conflict, what you've seen, what you've heard. You can find conflict almost any place. Such as Mr. Verbinski over here, who is conflicting with my patients. Isn't that right, Gore? Ah! Oh, God, I love that. Conflict is also something you'll get to experience firsthand with the annual Student Film Festival quickly approaching. Lest we forget, the semester is half over, and it's time to get cracking, people. This is your time to shine. Your chance to show the school what you're made of. And it's also an opportunity to experience the competitive nature of this business. And I'll personally take great pleasure in watching all of you lie, blackmail, and backstab each other all the way to the top. God, I love film festivals. Anyway, that's it for today. Your screenplays are due next week, and read chapters 6 and 8 on character development for next time.
Why not? Yeah, oh yeah. So wait a minute. What is this about a film competition? Since when have they had a film competition?
Since they deem it necessary to see who amongst their cattle has talent.
Personally, I find the whole process rather superfluous. I mean, it's just another beautiful art form turned into an archaic bout for supremacy.
And don't forget about the racial issue.
Oh, God.
Racial issues?
A highly paid panel of white judges isn't really going to connect with the musings of a young black filmmaker.
You think you have it bad? Yeah. These so-called qualified judges are probably all male, with ultra-massive male mentalities, and extremely small... Well, let's just say they won't exactly connect with the feminist point of view in the film circuit.
What do you guys think of an atmospheric film noir where I get a girl to show her yabos, her papayas, her cash and prizes?
You never cease to amaze me how you always seem to drive my points home.
Huge ones, guys. Huge ones.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What? It was me. I mean, the fact is, if any of us have any shot of winning this thing, we can't be afraid to shock our audiences. We have to be bold, daring even.
Yeah, bold, daring.
Who is that?
Dante Vender, transfer student from NYU.
NYU? What the hell is he doing down here?
No one actually knows, just showed up one day.
Ah, poor sap. Probably couldn't handle it with the big leaguers.
Actually, he was top 5 in his class.
New York Times said he was the newest talent to watch.
Yeah, get your quick fix in my car. You got a sweet tooth and I'm your chocolate bar.
All that prestige and the guy comes to Towson?
I know. Makes him seem all the more humble now, doesn't it? I'd give anything to know what's going on behind those eyes of his.
Do you kiss on the first date? 'Cause I do. 'Cause I do. 'Cause I do. 'Cause
You do have a boyfriend, you know, right?
I do. I mean, I do, absolutely. I was just talking about an artist on artist kind of way.
Yeah, artist on artist. I mean, he's not all that impressive anyway. I mean, come on, the slow motion adds to the dramatic effect.
'cause I do. 'Cause I do. When all you gotta keep is strong, move along like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, move along just to make it
One thing I've noticed day in and day out of the media center is hardly anyone outside the film program ever comes into this building. I don't know what other students find so intimidating about this place. It's not like it contains the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, or roughly translated, the Book of the Dead.
Is anybody here? Hello?
Still, it's always interesting meeting new people outside of the department.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
I'm just naturally jumpy, I guess.
It's Halloween. I think everybody's entitled to one good scare.
That sounds familiar.
Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis, the original Halloween movie.
Is that the one where the guy wore the white mask and stalked the babysitters?
Michael Myers. Great music, great imagery, brilliant movie.
I'm more of a book person myself. I like to imagine the images on my own.
Canterbury Tales.
You know Chaucer?
I've read a couple of his things. I like the fact that all of his books are broken up into a bunch of short stories, like Canterbury Tales. Makes me feel like I'm reading more than I really am.
I've always been partial to the Wife of Bath's Tale. Short, sweet, romantic.
English major.
Creative writing.
So what are you doing on this side of campus?
I was actually looking for the media archive.
See, common mistake. A lot of people confuse that room for what you're looking for, which is that room. Media archives are in the back row.
Thanks.
Will Shaker.
Sarah Eligary.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, creative writing major?
Hey, Sarah? I'm sorry if this seems a little too upfront, but I could use your help on something.
Okay.
I'm in a screenwriting class, and in a couple weeks we'll be able to final script due, and it would be a big help to me if you take a look at it and give me some pointers as a writer.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
Okay. Here you go.
Do you need this for class?
No, I've got extra copies.
Great. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks.
No problem.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah. Having classes early is a crime.
It's new.
Exactly. Weren't you supposed to be working on a script? How's that coming along?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here.
Any black people in it?
What am I, Paul Haggis? I mean, it's still a work in progress. So, I mean, but it's coming along really well. It's
bland, completely unwitting. I mean, your characters are totally unmotivated. I'm sorry, your dialogue sucks. In real world, people don't use big words or talk in monologue.
Excuse me, did you take that from my bag?
Yes, I did.
Can I ask what your motivation behind that one was?
Gotta stay ahead of the game, Shaker. How else do you expect me to win this little competition?
I guess we'll have to see you at the festival, won't we?
I'm just relieved after reading that. I'm not gonna have much to worry about.
Guess you just made your day.
It was at that moment I started harking back to old Hitchcock.
Officer McNulty, will you please report to the conference room? Thank you. Officer McNulty, please report to the conference room.
Professor Wood, I wanted to talk to you about...
Hang on there, Craven.
So I was hoping you got my early entry for the film festival.
Absolutely, Dante. They're in my office, and everything's set for you.
Thank you, Professor.
Anytime, Dante. Anytime. As for you, Romero, how can you waste my time today?
He got early entry into the film festival?
Dante Vendor is a special case in this year's festival.
A special case? What kind of special case?
He actually has talent.
What was that all about?
How do you feel about breaking and entering?
Racist mumble.
What? Okay, look. Here is the plan. Wood leaves his office every day at 3 o'clock, right? Your job is going to be to go up there and distract him long enough before he locks the door. That way I can sneak in there, get a peek at Tall, Dark, and Broony's film.
Well, I don't know. This is a bad idea. I think it's a mistake. I could lose my scholarship over this.
Look, I have no idea what I'm up against here, and I need to figure it out. Come on. Jack!
Hey guys, what are you two partners in crime up to?
Crime? I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up! Look, why don't you go ahead? I'll catch up.
You didn't see anything.
Get out of here.
What's going on?
We're about to commit a felony.
Typical.
What you got there?
First draft of my script. This festival stuff's killing me.
Tell me about it. Hey, you want to blow off a little steam later?
And what you thinking?
Me, you, Akeem, Senator Theater tomorrow night, Midnight Film Festival. Horror films.
Sounds fun. I like it.
All right then, I'll see you then.
Yeah. Good luck with your felony.
All right, it's gotta run like clockwork, like Ocean's 11.
What, I like the original Ocean's 11 better.
There he is. Go, go, go.
Hi, we really haven't had a chance to talk all semester, and I was just wondering if I could get a few seconds to pick your brain on a few subjects. Such as, why is it that the African American community is so poorly portrayed in American cinema today? And why is it that black actors are always unrecognized and so quickly forgotten in all-white cast?
Who are you?
Alright, that was easy enough. Now it's time to find out what this Dante Vendor is really made of. As I watched Dante's film, the cold, cruel reality started to set in. And I realized, this guy's a better filmmaker than me. Whenever I needed to stew over something, I always find a quiet place to collect my thoughts. No distractions, no interruptions, no...
Well. Looks like you found my favorite spot, Shaker.
What the hell are you doing here?
Sometimes I like to come out here, take a breather, find inspiration. Something you definitely could use a bit of.
Oh my God, what is your problem, man? You constantly sit here and remind all of us how great you are with your egotistical BS. You know what? Screw you, man.
You know what your problem is, Shaker? You're a pansy. You're too afraid to become the director you want to become.
Screw this, I don't need this, I'm out of here.
Personality.
What?
That's what your script was lacking. Personality. Too afraid to expose yourself to your audience.
Because you know, you're one to know all about holding back.
What can I say? I like putting myself up there on the canvas.
You know, I already saw your entry for the film festival.
How'd you manage that?
Breaking and entering, Wood's office.
I'm impressed.
Bold enough for you yet?
It's a start.
Well, then I guess I don't have to admit to you that your entry was good. Real good.
Don't have to tell me. I made it.
Thanks for not being an ass about this.
Doing my best to be civil here.
You know what? That's what I don't get. You put on this whole douchebag persona, but here you are, giving away all your secrets to me.
Gotta give them away to somebody.
But why me?
Damn it. Because you got the potential to be a great filmmaker, Shaker. You just lack the stones to reach out and grab it.
Wow. You, kind of complimented me there.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it while it lasts.
What's with the sudden act of charity?
Just making sure my legacy continues after I'm gone.
Gone?
You know, you shouldn't smoke. Lung cancer's a pesky thing. Stop looking at me like a burn victim. I've already come to terms with it.
That's why you transferred out of NYU.
Had to move closer to the family.
That's why you got early entry into the film festival, too.
I worked hard to get to where I am today. Might as well go as far as I can get, right?
It was then I realized why Dante was such a jerk for so long. It was because he would never hold anything back. Not his thoughts, not his feelings. He couldn't afford to. And that was what made his film so good. He wasn't out to show the world his talent, he was out to show the world himself. So they would know who he was. So he would be remembered.
Well, hi. This is my boyfriend Seth. I don't think you guys have met each other yet.
Hi, I'm Seth. Jackie's told me a lot about you.
Nice to meet you.
I didn't think I was gonna get to see him till Thanksgiving, and He came out to surprise me.
Surprise.
Would it be cool if I canceled on the marathon tonight?
No, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, see you tomorrow.
I'll be here.
Way to be bold, Shaker.
But not this time. Even though I know.
Do it.
Hey, I wanted to give you your script back.
So, what'd you think?
Grammatically, it was structured.
Let me guess. It was missing something.
Well,
It's okay. You can be honest with me.
it just seemed kind of flat to me, you know? Like there was no heart to it.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm thinking about rewriting it anyway. Something a little more bold. Probably a little more honest.
What's it gonna be about?
Guy that meets a beautiful girl for the first time.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah. Look, I got class right now, but maybe you want to grab some coffee afterwards? We can talk a little bit more?
I'd like that.
All right. I gotta run, but I'll meet you back here after class, okay?
Okay.
All right, see ya.
Dante may have been an egotistical jerk, but at least he left me with something. He taught me how to be bold, that I shouldn't be afraid to express my feelings. A few weeks later, he didn't show up to class anymore. And none of us ever saw or heard from him again. I'm not much of a spiritual person, nor do I take the time to contemplate the ideas of life and death. But whenever I think about Dante Vender, I'll remember that he may have left too soon, but what he had to share with me would last a lifetime.